Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Simply Monique radio show. I'm your host, Monique. So before we dive into our show, let us first read our foundational scripture and share the purpose of this platform. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 31 in the King James Version reads, "So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do all to the glory of God." This platform is for individuals to have authentic conversations about faith, business, and lifestyle. This show allows guests and the audience to be educated, empowered, and equipped to achieve success personally and professionally, as well as spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and financially. If you have any book recommendations, please let us know if you would like to be a guest. Or if you want to advertise with us, please send us an email at simplymoniqueradioshow@gmail.com. Be sure to tune in every Thursday at 3 p.m. CST, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another episode of the Simply Monique Radio Show. Follow us on all digital platforms at Simply Monique. Now, for our sponsors, we thank them. We thank Dubby, which is an energy drink company. We thank Let's Talk Business Consulting Group, White Warehouse Connections LLC, Keandra Thompson, thank you, Edna Sanders, thank you very much, and Ashley Robinson. We thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for being the sponsors for the Simply Monique Radio Show. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, you all stay up and be blessed. Don't forget, like, subscribe, follow, and tune in every Thursday. Remember, your gift is making room for you. So why not?
I'm God built. What's up? 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 Don't be no hater boy. Don't be no hater boy. Don't be no hater boy. Let me introduce myself. I'm one of many who profess the faith. I drink from the Lord's cup and won't let Satan put food on my plate. I stand for kingdom business, so I got these devils hot. I ain't gotta get revenge. Look at how God get on their top. Call Jesus, he the big homie. Trouble coming, can't fold me. Demons trouble can't hold me. I got anointing all on me. Jesus is the bag, bought me out, he paid the price, been redeemed. What it mean? From the grave I came to life. So I'm giving devils hell, loving God, and you can tell. Weapons form, but they fell. I'm getting heavy, check the scale. Boy, they got that little God, my God be the big G. Pressure plus a problem, the results of Christ's life in me. I know that it's a war, sending on them, going up. God built, haters mad, so they huff, it ain't puff. Elected through his grace, qualified by the living God. Jesus took the curse, if I ain't blessed, you know they telling lies. God be working miracles, look at me, I'm the proof. Now they know I know the truth, these devils don't know what to do. Go to God, prayer works, never let no devil lurk. I keep the kingdom first, then benefit from kingdom perks. Endowed, so I'm energized. Critics, they get minimized. The adversary recognize I'm chosen by the Most High. Breaking through the blockage, all that hating, they can stop it. Big motion while they watching, it's my time, so I'm tick-tocking. God built, what's up? I'm God built, what's up? I'm God built, what's up? I'm God built, what's up? Don't be no hater boy, don't be no hater boy, don't be no hater boy.
All right. You all briefly heard our announcements, and that song you all just listened to was God Built by King Debonair. It's out on all digital platforms, available right now. So I believe we have our guest today, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to bring her on the mic and get started with the show. Welcome to the show, Miss Esther Jones. Let our audience know a little bit about you and who you are. All right. Okay, can you hear us? Esther, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. You're a bit loud. I'm not sure where you are, what you're on.
On my iPhone.
Okay. I think it's probably the background.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm trying to see.
No worries, no worries. Ladies and gentlemen, you all know how it goes when we live, and we may have a little bit of technical issues, but we're going to have an amazing time today on the Simply Monique radio show. We have a wonderful guest. Our topic, ladies and gentlemen, is I make it look easy. And I think a lot of times we as women, we make a lot of things look easy. And so being a career woman, being an entrepreneur, it may look easy, but we trying to juggle so many things in our lives, right? To get stuff accomplished and get things done. And additionally, we are just moving and grooving and shaking, if you will, so to speak, with our lives, balancing being a wife, being a mom, being a businesswoman, being an aunt, a cousin, whatever the case may be. We wear many hats. However, we're going to dive a little bit into that and also have Esther share with us a little bit about who she is, what she does, and kind of go from there into give us some tips and tools on how we can manage in a time right now, because y'all know it's a lot of stuff going on here in the U.S. as well as internationally. There's a lot of things happening with tariffs and the weather. There's different things happening with kids going back to school and some kids still on break. But it's a lot going on, but we make it look easy. And so how do we make it look easy, y'all? We're going to talk about that here today.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes, we certainly can. We can. So let the listeners know a little bit about who Miss Esther is.
Yes. So, hi, everybody. I am a 5 times author, international speaker, a former internship I did with the rapper, 35 platinum selling rapper Nelly in St. Louis is how I started off my career. And I love to encourage people, a businesswoman, and I do public relations.
That is awesome. So we like to do little cheers and so we're going to give you some applause right now.
Oh.
Okay, so you mentioned that you have a background in PR, public relations, and you're a 5-time author. That is awesome. Authorship is a journey. Yes, it is. Whoop, whoop.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. So, okay. And you said you are an international speaker. So let our audience know, I guess, a little bit, that's a lot that has to juggle being an international speaker, being an author of 5 books, and having worked with a major celebrity such as Nelly. That's a lot on the plate. So how do you make it look so easy to do such a thing?
I would honestly say is passion and also the grace of God to do what I do. I mean, I don't know if they're your believers, listeners, but it's honestly when you love what you do and you're called to do it, there's actually a grace, which is just mean it's just an extra power to do what you're called to do. Because sometimes I look at my schedule and like, oh my gosh, how can I do this interview? And I'm still a mom of one. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I have a significant other, so it's kind of like it's a lot of stuff all in one. But when you have the grace of God, it's really easy. It's really easy.
Yes. I like that you said you having passion and you have the grace of God. Some people are not called to a lot of things. I think some people are called and not purposed for it. And
Yep.
they may pick something. Oh, I'm good at this, so I'm going to do this. And I have to learn that. Just because I'm good at this, it doesn't mean I'm supposed to do it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And that's a good thing you said, to stay in your lane. Like there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things that people can do, and some people you might just be called to, and then it depends on, in your life you have different stages, different seasons, different chapters, if you will. So if you're called at that time to be a mom, then be the best mom. You have grace to do that. If you're called at that time just to be a wife, then that's fine. Or if you're just called to wear many hats, whether pastor, preacher, singer, you know what I mean, author, whatever you're called to do in that chapter of your life, there will be grace to do it. And you will feel the lead in. Just stay in your lane. That's what I try to tell people. Don't try to do everything and be every woman for everybody. That's not true. Okay? We took off that cape a long time ago. We do what we're supposed to do.
That part.
Y'all know we take nuggets around here. We like Jim. She said we have to have grace and passion, and we taking off the cake. We're not being super mom, superwoman no more. You know, we learning to balance our lives and understanding the seasons and the times that we are in, and knowing which lane we're supposed to be in. We can't be in the fast lane. We need to be in the slow lane, right? And so it's just kind of like in Texas and in California, Texas, California, and Washington, D.C., they have several lanes, right? And Atlanta got like about 5 to 6 lanes, but Texas has like at least 8 lanes, give or take, right? And so you crossing over here, crossing over there, and just trying, like, you see a sign on the highway, like, okay, you think you're going to get off on this particular exit? No, you won't. You're going to keep driving and get off on another exit. Why? Because if you get off that exit prematurely, you're going to miss where you're going and have to start back over and be rerouted. And I believe so many times in our lives, Esther, that this has happened. We've been rerouted because we didn't follow the directions. We got in somebody else's lane because we weren't paying attention or trying to do what somebody else is doing. And it wasn't for us.
Yes, and I absolutely agree. And I mean, I've been guilty of that myself, of just trying to do something. Let me tell you a story. One time I tried to sing on the the choir. You know what I mean? I was doing so much at that time. I still was a mom. Mm-hmm. And I was doing it for about 2 or 3 weeks, and I found myself just aggravated. I found myself like yelling at the other members on the team, and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't think I'm supposed to be doing this right now.
I'm telling you, right? You have to focus that moment. You realize, okay, why am I doing this? What purpose is this going to serve me, right? Yep. What purpose is it going to serve me? And just realize, okay, are you doing it for money? Are you chasing money? Are you chasing fame or fortune? You know, do you feel like, okay, God, is this where you're leading me? And sometimes God may have been leading us someplace for a particular season. I had to learn that. And sometimes we can miss God because we didn't be obedient in that season. And so when the subject is making it look easy, yes, obedience isn't the easiest thing, right? We have to choose to be obedient, and sometimes that obedience doesn't look as easy as it appears. Doesn't feel, as easy as it looks, right? To be obedient. Sometimes it may be turning down your plate. It may be not eating a particular thing, or not drinking soda, or not eating chips or candy, or not even talking to somebody, right? Obedience can look like, okay, don't accept phone calls from this person today. Don't email this person, or don't text someone. It can look in different forms, and it look like, man, she got that down pat, or he got that down pat. They make it look real easy. It's like being married for 25 or 30 years, or 40 years, or even 5 years. It look easy, but guess what? They done had some headaches and some heartaches, you know what I'm saying, throughout that whole process. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to take a quick break right quick. We're going to listen to some ads from our sponsors and some announcements and, a little bit of music right here on the Simply Monique radio show.
The world's sick like it's so sting like so corrupt like so gross like I'm created in this image. Don't know you so offended. Be slow to speak, quick to listen. Play your position. The character is sickening. That's now they judge you. Should be embarrassed as a Christian. Sweating you and wishing. You stop comparing people and daring you to fit it. And you sure should remember. And you staring in the mirror. Look at your reflection. No matter the complexion. We all better fix it. We all better save it. The fucking world selfish. Applause to the wealthy. But some of y'all ain't healthy. And some of y'all might tell me you're not a man of God. Some of y'all delusional. Living in an eyes. Look a man in his eyes. Look. You can see a part of his soul. He got out on parole, but got a heart full of gold. Can't trust you, so he talking in cold. That's why he stick his chest out and walking in bold. Ice in his veins, cause the world is frosted and cold. Higher ups, like a liver state talking to gold. You can't discourage people, nobody's silly, so don't embarrass people. Just stop pretending. I ain't different, another kind of species. Acting like your backside, full of feces. Stop looking down on others, they don't worship Jesus. People rather rest in peace, not rest in pieces. It's so sting like so corrupt like so gross like telling the truth, not hating. Got that from Hot Boy Turk. Y'all gonna get sent out on a mission. That's not gonna work. Gotta watch for them youngins who pop them perks. Feeling cold, buddy. You can get a hot one first. Got my money up. They thought
Yo, what it do? This David Benson from Beyond the Fence Enterprise. Just want to give a big shout out to Simply Monique Radio Show. I salute you with both hands. Now go be great.
All right, all right. I hope you guys enjoyed that selection from David Benson. You know what I'm saying? That was called Ugh. I hope y'all got the lyrics and you caught on to what he was saying and how the world is corrupt, but we can make a difference and we can't be so quick to be judgmental, even though the Bible tells us, about judging others and how we there's righteous judgment, right? But that's a whole nother subject, y'all, for us to dive into that right there. But we have our lovely guest, Miss Star. She is a 5-time author, you guys. Do you know how much talent it takes to write a book 5 different times, okay? And to be an international speaker? That is a lot of work. So, Miss Star, let our audience know, right? You wrote 5 different books. That takes a lot of grace to write a book, and you got to be passionate about it, because being an author is not a cakewalk, So how did your journey to becoming an author get started?
It got started because I was in the music industry, and I came in very gullible. I was only 19. And so my book, The Force Behind the Stars, talk about how when I came in the music industry, a lot of things I didn't know. I thought like when the rappers or the man invited me to the backstage that, oh, it's just a party, everything was free. But a lot of stuff didn't come free. So me going through a lot of trauma and heartbreak, and just going through a lot of seeing 4 murders. Just me seeing all that stuff made me want to warn people before they got into the entertainment industry, especially women, to know what they were getting into. And that's what inspired me to write my first book, The Force Behind the Stars.
Okay.
So they can avoid the pitfalls, don't get pimped out. Don't get into all this P. Diddy stuff. It's a lot of crazy.
Yes.
A lot of craziness that goes on.
I believe that. I'm glad you wrote that. So your first book was inspired. You was behind the scenes. Because people don't really know what it's like to be in the entertainment industry. I heard it's a dog-eat-dog world. It's a gruesome world.
Absolutely.
Hearing what you said, I thought about Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? How she got caught up. I'm like, we all had loved Aaliyah, right? Musically,
yeah.
And she was pretty and everything. But then how she got caught up,
Yeah.
But what I also remember is like certain things they said out of their mouths, and so it's like she knew her death. Like she spoke it, she sing about it, and it was off the go. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we got to be careful. So you wrote that book, and it is inspired by what you experienced. Now these other 4 books, okay, what happened? Was it a part of a series or what exactly?
No, it's not a series. It's just my life. The other one is called The Force Behind the Stars, my first one. The other one is Music 101. That's, again, advice to do's and don't do, the protocol to artists, DJs. It's just good for people who want to get into that world. For Music 101s, how to get your music heard, how to approach people,
Yes, that's important. That's important because you be sending them blind emails,
Yes.
and calling these radio stations like, I'm such and such or whatever, and I want to. And they be like, okay, then they direct you to somebody else, and
Yes,
somebody
you go
else,
around.
and somebody else. Yes, it's like, listen, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, and I didn't know there was a protocol to it. I would just go up to people and be like, hey, I'm blah, blah, blah. But it's a protocol. Like they say there's levels to it.
Yeah.
It really is. And I just want people to be prepared. And also how to work as a team, how to work as a unit, how not to like leave your manager behind once you make it big. It's a lot of the good nuggets in there. Music 101s.
Okay. I know some people that could use this book. Y'all, listen. I hope you guys are listening to get these first 2 books. Okay, it's some do's and some don'ts, and we need to figure it out, like what not to do. Okay, because she made it look easy. She made it look easy, but it was not easy. But it was definitely worth it for her to become who she is right now today. Now the last 2 books. Okay, it seemed like it's we got a little pattern here going here, Esther. A pattern going. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I went kind of left from the other ones. I got a novel out.
Okay.
It's called Streetwalkers. That's about prostitution, and that's based off the book on Hosea. And then I have my children's books called Accepted for Me.
Okay. Now tell me about this last one, Acceptance for Me, because the Hosea story, we're familiar with that, but that last book title caught my attention.
Yes, it's called Accepted for Me, and it has children on the front. It's for the children because if we can get at an early age in our head that we were made perfect and unique just the way we were. We don't have to get BBLs. We don't have to cut our nose. We don't have to get Botox.
Right.
All this stuff that people do to be seen and accepted. Even in the music industry, I've seen so many people do like wear fake makeup, the jewelry, the whole. Not saying that makeup is bad or hair, but I know some models who wouldn't, they couldn't go out without having their makeup on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's a lot that you do when you don't accept yourself or you don't like yourself. Like how many people or children getting bullied for long legs. So I'll talk about how to accept yourself for the long nose, long toes, however God created you to be. Your laugh, your freckles, every dot, even the fat parts. You know what I mean? Whether our thighs are too big, whatever it is, accept your body. Accept, you're accepted for you. You're accepted in the beloved.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that. And so for me, I just something about me that you aren't aware, and I think some of my listeners are aware of. Truly, we actually, when it comes to that part, the accepting our body, I did not like my feet. I didn't like my skin
Mm.
complexion. There's certain things I grew up with that I did not like. And it took me a long time to just really embrace, my skin complexion, embrace my feet,
Mm.
embrace those things about myself. Because even as adults, we may still suffer with low self-esteem as adults because adults can be petty,
Yep.
they can be bullies as well. And not
Yep.
really, can be bullies as well. You know what I'm saying? And not realize that, hey, you're a bully because you have some unhealed trauma there that you haven't delivered from because something happened to you which caused you to be a bully. And also, the person that's being bullied, you still have some unhealed wounds there. And so I love that part through that. It stood out to me because the other titles I enjoy, teaching the music industry, and we like to empower, equip, and educate people on this show. And so the first two books you mentioned, Esther, were empowering, right? And educational
Yes.
books for people in the music industry, Music 101. And understand like the how to's and the do's and don'ts in the first two books. And the last two books were a little bit different. Like you said, you shifted gears. And I believe we have to know when to shift gears, right? And so
Yes.
we have to know when to shift gears and what time we are supposed to shift gears. And so
Yes.
shifting gears can include changing jobs, right? Retiring from something, becoming a full-time entrepreneur, or being a stay-at-home mom. You may have been working in corporate America, like, all right, I have to transition now to work from home and
Yep.
be there. And so being able to balance that and know when to shift gears and like, God, is this the direction you're taking me to? And if so, God, I need to know that you're going to provide for me. I need to know that you are going to make sure that all is well for me, and then trust God that He's doing that. And so you had to do that too. I'm sure with everything as far as how young you were when you started in the music industry and now, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. And my final one, well, not final. I probably got like 10 more coming, but my one, another one is called I'm Not Crazy, and that's my book on mental health.
Okay,
Me
okay.
watching my dad at 4 years old. He had a double barrel shotgun about to kill us at 4 years old. So I talk
Wow.
about that. I talk about dealing with mental health issues. I talk
Mm,
about being into the mental institution like 5 times, but I also talk about having my mind redeemed and having
hallelujah.
a sound mind now and having
Hallelujah.
the peace of God without cocaine, drugs, or any substance.
That
So
is a
yes.
blessing. Hallelujah. Yeah, you know what? We're going to hit the buttons. You know what I'm saying? We got to celebrate that because that is victorious. That is amazing. And they say if God did it for her, but you have to be willing to and want it to want it to happen. So we're going to do some cheers. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, of course, because not many people make it through something like that. What you just said, the things that you will be delivered from and to be healed from.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes. And so that makes a difference. And you said you had your mind redeemed. And so that's a powerful. So this topic, I make it look easy. My goodness, it certainly applies to you because you make it look easy. You will never know that you've experienced such traumatic events and things in your life and that people won't know unless they talk to you. So we thank God for the victory. We thank God for the testimony, that you were able to share and be on the show with us today, having experienced that, seeing you witness that with your dad and being able to be free from those, being able to be free, from those psychotropic drugs, those spirits that God set you free and delivered you, right? So that I do believe is amazing and it's a wonderful thing. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play some music. We got to find the right song. You know what I'm saying? For this, you know what I'm saying? For this testimony right here. So y'all will be right back. I'm going to play an ad real quick and then we're going to play some music. Okay? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hello, and welcome to White Warehouse Connection LLC, a company dedicated to providing the best educational products and services. We offer books, master classes, custom essentials,
and financial literacy services and products for all of your needs. Be sure to contact us today.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Coach Shay Samuels of Let's Talk Business Consulting Group, LLC. Are you ready to take your business global? Well, join us every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. via Zoom for our business-to-business global networking call. There you will find like-minded and wealth-minded business owners with the same mindset as you to grow, profit, collaborate, and build. For more information, reach into us at ltbglobalnetworking@gmail.com.
Yeah, Debonair, God Life Music, we in the building. I want to send a shout out to everybody in the world, especially for those who rep in Kingdom Life. When you different and you're not accepted for who you are, God is going to make a way. Be on 10. He opened doors. Gonna do it then. We about to make moves, big moves. Let's do it. Be on 10. Yeah. Be encouraged. Gonna do it then. They working overtime because they want to see me defeated. They plotted on my life because they hate me and can't delete me. I got it out the mud with just God, I rocked out in faith. No weapon formed with prosper, all this ain't making me great. I turn up like A. Be on 10. I go up like A. Gonna do it then. I turn up like A. Be on 10. I go up like A. I've been fought against, isn't it so obvious? I live for Jesus, he bring victory so marvelous. Used to complain about rejection, the way that I wasn't accepted. I found my life in Christ and the kingdom is where I'm sectioned. God took me out of poverty, they jealous that I got success. Overwhelming them, I know they feeling mad to see me blessed. And I just got started, so they got a whole lot more to see. Yes, without the break, I do it for the kingdom part of me. I keep it pushing, no time to slow down. I'm on my business, I bet they really know now. I'm steady selling, boy I got God now. No time for failure, watch how I ride now. Steady running from sun up to sundown. Jesus is pouring out, give me a full round. Yeah, I know they really feeling me. It ain't no chilling me, Jesus be the real in me. They working overtime cause they want to see me defeated. They plotted on my life cause they hate me and can't delete me. I got it out the mud with just God, I rocked out in faith. No weapon formed with prosper, all this ain't making me great. I turn up like A. Be on 10. I go up like A. Do it then. I turn up like A. Be on 10. I go up like A. Do it then. I turn up cause I survived the trauma. They didn't want me to make it. My light keeps shining, shining. My joy won't let them take it. I know they pray for my downfall, but I keep standing up. As long as God is with me, I'ma keep on manning up. Sin had a price and I couldn't pay the cost. I win cause I know Jesus Christ died for me on the cross. They can tell by how I move that I'm rocking with God. They close doors in my face, but I know who provide. I keep it pushing, no time to slow down. I'm on my business, I bet they really know now. I'm steady selling, boy I got God now. No time for failure, watch how I ride now. Steady running from sun up to sundown. Jesus is pouring out, give me a full round. Yeah, I know they really feeling me. It ain't no chilling me, Jesus be the real in me. They working overtime cause they want to see me defeated. They plotted on my life in faith. No weapon formed with prosper, all this ain't making me great. I turn up like A. Be on 10. I go up like A. Do it then. I turn up like A. Be on 10. I go up like A. Do it then.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I want you all to know that you are undefeated. As you heard Esther, she shared a part of her journey with us of being what she experienced with her father, seeing what her father having a 4-barrel shotgun towards them, also being able to survive being in a mental institution 5 different times, and to be able to deal with different situations without being on cocaine or coke or any such substance. That's a big deal, a huge deal. And I believe sometimes even in the music industry and other businesses, we are exposed to so many different things, and knowing how to conquer those things, knowing how to be delivered from those things, it takes time, and it may look easy on the outside, ladies and gentlemen, but it's not easy because you have different things that you're battling every day. And because Paul tells us in the Word of God, he speaks about us having to die to our flesh, and it takes a lot of us dying to our flesh, not like physically dying, but spiritually dying to our flesh. We have every day to make an opportunity to change what we say and what we'll do, so that we can continue to grow closer in our walk with Christ and also be able to grow as an individual, right? Of course, of course. So we're gonna have Miss. Of course, of course. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any other questions, go ahead. You can call in or put some comments in the chat, and we'll answer your questions on how we make it look easy and give you some recommendations, if you will, on how you can overcome your situations. You can grow and develop into being who the person God calls you to be without fear of a repercussion, if you will, because your hair is not long enough, or your skin is not bright enough, or your skin is not even dark enough sometimes, because we deal with certain situations quite often than not. And so I hope you guys have been enjoying the show so far. Let us know. Be sure to continue to tune in and listen to us right here on the Simply Monique Radio Show. So, Miss Esther, let our audience know a little bit as far as how they can get in touch with you so they can book you, maybe for a speaking engagement or just to get copies of these wonderful books. These are some great tools that you mentioned for people in the entrepreneurship industry, especially the entertainment industry, if they can truly listen and be able to get some support in that arena, because that's not my lane, but it certainly is yours. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I do one-on-one sessions. I'm also taking people to be mentees under my wing. If you need help with that area, if you need help with your mental health, I do one-on-one sessions with my books. They're on Amazon. Again, it's Amazon, The Force Behind the Stars, I'm Not Crazy, Streetwalkers, Music 101s, and Accepted for Me. And my name is Esther Jones on all platforms. You can find me anywhere books are sold. You can find The Force Behind the Stars. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Well, not Twitter, but Threads, whatever it is now. Facebook, Esther Jones. Just inbox me. I'm very personal. I answer my own. DM me, whatever you need. Just let me know of the resources I have available for you. I'm here for you.
Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. She said, I'm here for you. And I think a lot of times people know that they have someone they can go to, that they can talk to, and realize, hey, that I'm here for you without an ulterior motive, without any such thing that would cause you to be frustrated, cause you to be annoyed, or to be discouraged and not want to talk to people. You got to have that safe space. That's truly important.
Yes.
Having that safe space is truly important, because I feel like even recently, I don't know if you guys paid attention to a lot of stuff that's happened with our men in today's, if you notice lately, the young man who shot up the base, he was mentally unstable. The other young man who killed his wife. There's certain signs on display, but we have to pay attention, to those signs that people are displaying. Even ones that's laughing and happy all the time, sometimes that could just be a mask, truly, and they're not truly happy, and they are not where they pretending to be they are, and wearing that mask. And I know I've been guilty of that, having that mask on myself. I haven't removed that mask. But I want to encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, to remove the mask. And just because someone make it look easy, ask them, what's really going on, so that you can get to the heart of the matter. I read something recently where they were saying they had to get the roots. It's a scripture, actually, about every plant that my Father has not planted, may he uproot, right? So sometimes you have to uproot some things in your life, and uproot some people in your lives, ladies and gentlemen, so that you can get to the heart of the matter and get those roots, those things that's been bothering you. So talk to Esther, get that session, get that one-on-one. She has experience, and she can, give you some guidance if you want to get with her. Just go ahead and support her. Get these books, get these, especially those, that last one for the children. Let your kids know, because it's hard out here for these babies. They're having a hard time right now.
Yes.
They have a hard time right now. And so we have to, as parents, we have to really be there and support our children in a healthy way, right? In a healthy way. You can't raise them the way we was raised. A little bit won't hurt, but not everything. You know what I'm saying? We can't be knocking them upside the head, because you're going to be in jail. Okay.
Yes, it's true.
Yes. Well, you have any other comments, any feedback you want to share with our audience, Esther?
No, just thank y'all for listening. Thank you so much for having me. I'm available for bookings. Anything you need, y'all. I mean, I'm a real life person. I like real talk. I'm very transparency. And that's why I put all my business, all my life stories out there. Yeah. Many more books to come, just so somebody can be healed, somebody can be set free, somebody can know that there's hope and go on another day, that you're not alone.
Yes. That's what matters, that you're not alone, ladies and gentlemen. And so, with that being said, she's been transparent. We got a little bit of an insight with her, and that's free, because being authentic is important. It kind of helps to save one life. So we thank you, Miss Esther, for coming on and being a guest with us on the Simply Monique Radio Show, and we certainly appreciate that. We're going to give you what? A round of applause, okay? Okay.
Thank you.
Of course. That's what we have to appreciate. We got to show love, right?
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to listen to our last song for today on the show and our last bit of announcement. You're probably like, oh my goodness, she has more ads and music. It's supposed to be a good little balance, y'all. So just hang on in there and enjoy. Thank you so much.
Hey y'all, it's Taisha and Bryant, the Parent Healer, and I support the Simply Monique Show, a show for real people about real conversation. Tune in every Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am the founder, CEO of We Have a Purpose Incorporated, a nonprofit organization that provides prevention and intervention services for at-risk youth and their families. I am also the owner of Resilient Family Wellness, where we specialize in parent and emotional distress coaching. We believe that our parents must heal so our kids can live and break from the cycle of pain. Speaking of pain, have you ever been involved in a car accident? If so, have your attorney contact us for your coaching after the crash, where we enhance your life and your settlement. Remember, your mental health is just as important as your physical health. While we're here, head on over to www.taishaandbrian.com and grab my books, Imperfectly Perfect, 3 Steps on the Parenthood Journey, and Resilience Over Regret, a journey of teen pregnancy, faith, love, and family. Yep, your girls are author too. Again, this is Taisha and Bryant, the Parent Healer, and I support the Simply Monique Show. My husband and I are tuned in every Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. I love y'all because I can, and there is nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. Said I'm on faith, talking no chase, straight jump through, pop off, paint plays. Said I'm going apes, how I motivate, rocking with God like this every day. Look at my faith, believe God ain't. Look at my faith, oh God I wait. Look at my faith, receive what I pray. Look at my faith, yes sir I don't play. I'm rocking with God, they know how I pop off, and if they ain't on what I'm on, then watch how quick they drop off. The extra while I'm turned up, so excited and hypey. I say cause I got Christ coming, try 'em, you gon' like it. Catch me out in traffic with the windows down, I'm loud. Giving glory to the King of Kings, that's my style. Making boss moves, I keep it on the buck. I know the devil mad, but I got angels in the cup. Faith to make a million plus flex and let them know what's up. And it be me and Jesus moving on the up and up. I ain't never turning down, in the kingdom I be lit. I stay on go, my faith don't hit. Said I'm on faith, talking no chase. Straight jump through, pop off, paint plays. Said I'm going apes, how I motivate. Rocking with God like this every day. Look at my faith, believe God ain't. Look at my faith, oh God I wait. Look at my faith, receive what I pray. Look at my faith, yes sir I don't play. Everything I got, God gave cause I believe him. When I was so low, he came and I received him. Faced with situations that seemed impossible. Faith in God made me so unstoppable. Now I'm going apes, popping off a big faith. Tell the haters ain't too late, God keep making a way. I'm out here sliding, doing what I'm supposed to. Staying full of life with my faith on overdose too. I got plenty of grace, so favor ain't a question. Look at how I'm walking in my blessings. See, I ain't focused on no doubt. Don't do this for no clout. And when it's time to bless God, you know that I'm gon' shout. Showing off a flex when it's God who did it. So I put my faith in it, guaranteed to keep winning. The devil's upset, big man, he finished. And I'ma keep believing with God, I get it. Said I'm on faith, talking no chase. Straight jump through, pop off, paint plays. Said I'm going apes, how I motivate. Rocking with God like this every day. Look at my faith, believe God ain't. Look at my faith, oh God I wait. Look at my faith, receive what I pray. Look at my faith, yes sir I don't play.
You already know we got built. Right. We gonna end the show on this one last song. I know I said that before, but we're going to end the song with Kiwana Owens, Silent Worship. Today we've listened to David Benton's Ugh. We listened to Mr. Debonair, also known as King Debonair. We listened to a few tracks from him. We listened to God Built. We listened to Undefeated, yeah, and My Faith. We're going to end the show on Silent Worship by Kiwana Owens.
Once I was lost, but now I'm found. Just trying to find my way and figure it out. Maybe if I dedicate my time to the purpose that He has for me, then I could see the light of a brand new kind of love. Even when I wasn't sure, even when I'm down, He keeps on lifting me up. So when you can't find the words to say, you don't need no words to pray. Even in silence, I still worship Him. Silent worship, silent worship. Yes, it's quiet, but He can hear you. Silent worship, silent worship. Worship Him in silence. He told me to be still and know that He is God. I know you try not to complain when life is getting hard. I know it's rough, but He'll be there. Bless Him with a silent prayer. Even when I'm down, He lets me know He cares. So when you can't find the words to say, you don't need no words to pray. Even in silence, I still worship Him. Silent worship, silent worship. Yes, it's quiet, but He can hear you. Silent worship, silent worship. Worship Him in silence.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, we'd like to thank you for tuning in to the Cynthia Monique Radio Show. We appreciate that, and we want to let you know that you are God built. You are God built. Reminder of that. Psalms 139, when you get a moment, take the time out and read that scripture. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Cynthia Monique. Tune in every Thursday, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on all digital outlets to the Cynthia Monique Radio Show. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe, and tune in to us every Thursday, okay? Follow us on YouTube, all social media platforms, all digital platforms. We're out there listening to the